Hello, welcome to another cube. Um, First pack, Living Dead, huh? It's an interesting card, but given that they changed it, maybe not as interesting anymore. Goblin Guide is obviously good, Carrick is obviously good, Fauna Shaman is obviously good. Living Dead works really well with Fauna Shaman, but I don't think either of these will wheel. Like, this is the only black card, and I think then Fauna Shaman is the better card. And we can combine it with other creatures such as Blade Splicer. I think in a vacuum, like Garruk and Pato Exile are the best. And given that this is our first pick, maybe we should go for one of those. Fauna Shaman is so good, and if Living Dead and Wheels. I guess I'd rather have a Planeswalker. I'd rather have a Planeswalker over Fauna Shaman. Like, Fauna Shaman is definitely good, but Planeswalker is just better. It's 4 mana 3/3 all the time. So there's Shriekmaw, but there's also Library, Radiant Riders. I'm a really big fan of Library. Maybe a bit too much. But I mean, this cutting green from our left should reward us a little bit. Sarkhan is in here. We played with it. It's okay. It's not the nuts, of course, but it's an okay card. In aggro, if we picked Goblin Guide, I probably would be picking Sarkhan here. I think both Radiant Riders and Sylvan Library is good here. Shriekmaw would be fine, Elves would be fine. But obviously, Sylvan Library has to be the better card. If I picked Living Dead, I would have picked Shriekmaw here. But I'm gonna stick with the green. Shadow Mage, Infiltrator, new art. There's Luxon on Warhammer, Chameleon Colossus, and other art on Red of God. We played Chameleon, or we picked Chameleon Colossus previously and never played with it. Kiki-Jiki is actually a good card. Maybe not in the colors we're in, but I'm willing to take it here. Like, Pestermite was in that pack, it's very likely to heal, and then we have the combo. While these colors also have a bunch of come into play effects to run with Kiki-Jiki. I think it's a good enough card to pick there. It could be a card we won't be playing, and that's fine, it doesn't matter. It's just a pick that might pay off in the future, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. The problem, of course, with Kiki-Jiki, if you want to run in the combo, is that it's triple red compared to all the others. But like, if Eternal Witness wheels, it's a really sick combo. It's pretty good with your Sulka, because you can start doing keep doing damage. Like, it's just a good card. That token has haste. If like, you can copy Metamorph or Cloudgoat Ranger or Mirror Battlesphere. Like, I think Mirror Battlesphere, of course, is the best thing to copy, like Angel as well. But do I want Elvish Mystic over Mirror Battlesphere? I don't think Metamorph is the correct pick. It's either Elvish Mystic or Mirror Battlesphere here, I think. Mirror Battlesphere is pretty good with Kiki-Jiki, but I think Elvish Mystic is just a better card in general for me. Just because if in case I don't play this, Mirror Battlesphere loses a bunch of its appeal. Here we get a Char, which is a good removal. There's also a Johnny, which isn't that great. Like, Awakening Zone and a Johnny is obviously a good combination. Awakening Zone is obviously a good card. If I can find some pump effects, which with this I obviously have. But then there's Char, which is a really good removal. I think I can pick up enough removal that I want to Awakening Zone over it. And just want some late game, I guess. There's Plowonder, Deranged Hermits, Deceiver Exarch, so part of a combo. Yeah, that's not really like, those three cards are basically what I would be playing. Plowonder is obviously is one of the better. Deranged Hermit with Kiki-Jiki is pretty good though. But then we have to keep Deranged Hermit around. Deceiver Exarch. I think Deceiver Exarch is a bit too greedy. I'd rather have Deranged Hermit. Murderous Redcap with Kiki Jiki is good, and Murderous Redcap in general is just good. There's also Lightning Bolt, which I wouldn't mind, but I think Murderous Redcap is just a bit better, given that we already have Kiki Jiki. So we're just looking for creatures coming to play with effects. Flame Tokabu would be pretty good as well. As I said, Eternal Witness wheeling would be pretty nice. If the Pestermite wheels, I might pick it up depending on what else is left in the pack. And just, you know, put it in the sideboard, keep it there, see what will come of it. And second time I go green now. I actually like drafting green, I think it's a fun color. There's Zealous Conscripts and Scavenging Oaths and Forest. Wow, this is a really tough pack for me. Like, I think Zealous Conscripts is obviously better with Kiki Jiki. It's obviously a good card in general, but I think Scavenging Oaths is just a nice card to have. Like, it's a unique effect. It focuses less on the Kiki Jiki. I'm not that aggro. I think Scavenging Ooze is better than Zealous Conscripts for me. While wow, it wheels. So yeah, definitely slamming Eternal Witness here over Pestermite. Like, Pestermite is obviously the combo, but Eternal Witness with Kiki Jiki is pretty sick as well. Sarkhan is still in here. If it becomes, oh, it's a legendary. Never mind. I was like, if I can copy it to Kiki Jiki, what happens? But it's a legendary. Doesn't matter there. I think Loxodon Warhammer is definitely a good card for me to have to put on tokens. And here, there's no way Jacob will be fine for me. So Temple, Stormkirk Noble might play it. Firefist Striker probably won't play this. Probably won't play this either, but it's more likely than this. Okay, not gonna be the aggro deck. Lightning Bolt. Wow, last pick Lightning Bolt. Pretty happy about that one. So yeah, if I had Pestermite and Seaver Exarch, like, I could have had both with Kiki Jiki, but then I also want a Splinter Twin, and I'm not sure. I think this is better. Like, we already have 3 targets to run with the Kiki Jiki, which is Eternal Witness, Redcap, and the Ranged Hermit. And we're definitely gonna pick up more. As much as I like these, I don't think this is good. I think Sylvan Caryatid is pretty good for me. It's probably better than Explore. Yeah, it's very likely to Explore wheels as well. Like, not a lot of things in this pack appeal to me. Like, Goblin Rebel Master isn't that great. Although if I can Kiki Jiki it, maybe then, but for now I think Caryatid is better. Or the token has haste, yeah, okay. But Silver Caryatid accelerating into things is just better. Here there is Scorched Zalka, Lotus Cobra, Manowar. Manowar is pretty good with Kiki Jiki. But I don't think I can actually go ahead and splash blue. Necromancer, this is exile, right? Sacrifice it, so this will keep on creating 2/2 zombies. But I think Cobra is a bit better. Let's pick up the Cobra. Wolfir is pretty nice. Emrakul, yeah, not gonna happen. I think Wolfir is the better pick. It changes all the creatures into big things. Imperial Recruiter gets a bunch of things, but it even gets Kiki Jiki. But I don't think I can pass up a Wolfir. Hope the Imperial Recruiter wheels. Umas Dawajits, yeah. There's Stormbird Dragon, there's Incinerate, there's Kiora, there's Oracle, but there's also Jits. Harmonize, like, one of these 3 will wheel, like Oracle or Harmonize will wheel, maybe the Stormbird Dragon, maybe the Incinerate. But I can't pass up a Jit here. Then there's Birthing Pot, Elder. How good is Birthing Pot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Birthing Pot has some value. Like, Birthing Pot wheel this. Get the Duplicant as well. Duplicant and Kiki Jiki is also pretty good. I think Duplicant is therefore better than Birthing Pot. It's not likely to wheel. Yeah, and speak of the duplicant. Carrick. Nope. I think I'd rather have Domri. Sundering Titan is obviously fine, but I think Domri is just a better card. Creator's Claw. Mokwar Marshall, but there's also Wooded Foothills. And there's also Tooth and Hill. Immediately get Kikijiki plus something. But I think Wooded Foothills. Having the fix, although I don't really need a fix, do I? Probably don't. So then Tooth and Nail becomes better. I think Tooth and Nail is better than Creator's Claw. But I just don't have anything big to get. Let's just get the Wooded Foothills. Let's not be greedy. Avalanche Riders, man. I'm getting so much combo potential. I really wish I picked up the Birthing Pot now. Avalanche Riders are too good to pass up here. So Searing Blood Wheels, Explore Wheels. This is basically 2 mana, 2 damage. I think Explore is better than. This is basically just a cantrip. Like if I have to cut cards, I might cut this. Or I probably will cut that. Man, if I picked up pots, I wouldn't have duplicant but pots. I would have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 to go through, and then 1 witness to get back a 2, then sacrifice a witness to get Murder's Red Cap, sacrifice a red cap to get Kijiki, and then start everything up. But at this point, like, I have 2 endgame potential. One is Kikijiki plus a card, the other is Wolfir. There's also Awakening Zone plus Garruk, of course. So Taiga is there and Scorch Rizalka is there. I think Rizalka is better, given that I can sacrifice tokens and start pinging. It's obviously better than a Stormkirk. Maybe Taiga is the pick here though. Now let's go for the Rizalka. And Imperial Recruiter wield. Imperial Recruiter is definitely the pick here. Like, it gets Kikijiki. It gets Avalanche Rider, it gets Eternal Witness, it gets Red Cap, it gets Range Hermit, it basically gets everything in my deck outside of Wolfir. It even gets the duplicants. So Imperial Recruiter is definitely the card I want. Like, I was talking about it while it passed, like Imperial Recruiter is the card I want here. And Harmonize Wheels over Oracle, obviously draw 3 is pretty broken. Let's put Explorer inside. And Birthing Pot Wheels. Thank you, Lord. Lightning Mauler probably. Madcap Skills is a pretty fun card, but I don't think it's necessary for me. I think Stormkirk can go to the sideboard as well. This is a 3-drop. Maybe I don't play Luxon and Warhammer, but I do play Jit. And bring this in against some kind of other aggro deck. Well, my deck is sure coming together. Probably don't want the Lightning Mauler, but we'll see about that. What the hell does this do? Wow. This isn't that great, is it? It's probably still better than the rest. Like, if I picked up the Taiga, then Bloodstained Mire would be fine. I don't need Breeding Pool because I'm not playing. I can pick up the Arbor Elf and play it over the Scorched Rizalka. Like, this just doesn't seem worth it. Like, 5 mana and then get what out of it? A 1/1 token. And the ulti is so far away. And 5 mana to destroy an artifact or enchantment isn't worth it either. I think Arbor Elf is even better than this for me here. Like, Sneak Attack doesn't really do that much for me. Resurrect would be fine if I was the other color. Yeah, Arbor Elf seems better for me. Seems weird to first pick an Arbor Elf there. Definitely is taking Tonema Hellkites. Hope this wheels. But having a 5/5 flyer is pretty nice. And probably play it over this one. Acidic Slime is another really good card for me. It's basically its removal I want a lot of things. Plus I can get it with Imperial Recruiter again. I can go through my combo with Birthing Pot there to get it. I think I have too many 5s now. Only 1/6, plenty of 5s. Texture is coming together. Yeah, probably cut a Lightning Mauler. Doesn't seem to be that great. I still have card 2 Majin. Interesting. Oh yeah, the Warhammer. Probably the Warhammer. We can swap into a more aggressive deck if we need to. If we figure our opponent has way too strong of a late game, we can swap into a really aggressive deck with Scorcher Zelka, Madcap, Stormkirk, Firefist Striker, Lightning Mauler, Sark, and even Luxodon Warhammer, and just throw like our combo potential out there. And then we can become somewhat of a more aggro deck. But I think this deck is stronger in general. Gorkland Rampager is a nice card, but I think Wall of Blossoms, Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan gives us a second 6. Gorkland Rampager is obviously a good card, but I think Inferno Titan, given that we have Birthing Pot, is a bit better. I also would have picked out the Wall of Blossom, I think. Huntmaster, definitely the pick here, just because it generates tokens again. So again, way too many cards. And Bailot here. I gain life. Wow. So much potential in this deck. I don't think I want Awakening Zone now. Beast Within as a sideboard card. Smash Smithereens as a sideboard card. Or Revoker. I think Beast Within is a better sideboard card. I don't like playing it main deck, but I'm not a big fan. Zenith seems pretty good, but so does Lavamancer. I think Lavamancer is a bit better, although removing cards with Witness in the deck isn't that great. And Zenith gets a bunch of other things, such as Bailout and Acidic Slime. Eternal Witness. Treasure Breach is pretty interesting, but I think Zenith is a better card here. I guess we'll pick up a Bloodstained Mire. Like, I don't think I'll be playing a card like this for 1. Yeah. Stomping Ground Wheels, playing it over Genesis Wave here. Terrastodon. I don't think I'll play any of these, but I'll just pick the Terrastodon. I think it's a more stronger card. Rampager Wheels, definitely taking that just in case I want to go. Well, let's keep it in the main deck for now. Well, we'll figure that out during the construction. Here I probably want Gorehouse Chainwalker in case I want to swap to an aggro deck. Like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards I want to swap in. I want to go to aggro, and if I put this in the side, there's more. So it definitely has potential on both ends. This is a 3-drop. Yeah, 9 sideboard cards for aggro. Maybe aggro is just better than what I drafted, but what I drafted seems way more fun than the aggro version. Probably not the green Sun Zeniths, but let's put non-creatures at the bottom. That's a creature. This is a 3-drop. This is not a creature. What just happened? Ah, it moves it there. Okay. These are all creatures and these are all creatures. Okay, so we have 27 cards. I don't think I want Zenith. 26 cards. 3 more have to go. At this point my endgame is Inferno Titan and Kikijiki combos. If you look at the creatures, we have plenty of creatures to go through. Like our 1-drops go into decent 2-drops, and they go into a good 3-drop to get something else, and then to decent 4-drops. These both gain life, and I don't think Rampager is a card I want in the main here. I think there's 1/5 too many as well. The question is which one, right? Like the ranged Hermit with Kikijiki is pretty good, but the fact that you have to pay another 5 to keep it around is pretty annoying. Yeah, I think I'll put the ranged Hermit in against some decks. Like Acidic Slime is just a second Avalanche Riders in some cases, and in other cases it destroys an artifact enchantment, which is something I want in my deck. These two have to stay, so there's one card that has to go, and I wouldn't even know which one. This deck seems fine the way it is. There's no way I'm cutting Jade or Library. I think I want a Bolt because it's my only removal here. Outside of course, you know, random stuff like Red Cap and Huntmaster flipping. Duplicant, of course, is a pretty good one as well. Domri is removal, so I want to keep that as well. I don't think I want to cut any of the non-creatures outside of Lightning Bolt. Like, if I want to cut a non-creature, it has to be Lightning Bolt here. And then, what else do I got here? Like, Wolfear is too good to pass up. Like, it's an 8/8 on its own if you have another creature, plus it gives the creature +4/+4. Like, you saw it in the previous cube if you saw it, how good it is. Avalanche Riders might be a bit greedy because of the fact that we have to pay Echo. Just remove the Echo cards. Like remove Avalanche Riders and bring it in. Like we have the Acidic Slime if you really want to go for a lock. And the fact that it has Echo makes it worse with Birthing Pot. And then we can bring it in against decks that are greedy on the mana base. Or we can keep it in and remove the Lightning Bolt. I think the fact that I already have Acidic Slime, we can lock someone down like that. If we get to such a situation. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures that scavenging that Imperial Recruiter cannot get. So Imperial Recruiter is pretty good in my deck. Would I rather have Avalanche Riders or Lightning Bolt? That's basically the question here that I'm asking myself. It's a tough one. And that's an issue with Birthing Pot, right? You want to keep the pot chain, but to do so you need to play a bunch of creatures. The problem is, like, if I swap a 3-drop for Avalanche Riders, I then have to pay the Echo to sacrifice it. And then if I sacrifice that to Kikijiki, it's not that great anymore. do have Domri as other removal outside of Lightning Bolt, but I think I'll keep Avalanche Riders inside and just punish some decks. Let's first sort by color. Okay, you guys can go up there. Because else it's gonna be awkward. So we have 4 fix. That means we have 9 mountains for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. I think that should suffice. There's no way we're playing a swamp here. So we have 7, 11. I think 12, 9. 12, 9 seems better than 11, 9. Although these two do produce green. So this is 11, 10. But having green is way more important. I think I need to skip on the red a bit. And just, you know, play more green. Submit this and I'll see you guys round 1.